Hi, everybody. This is Rob, and this is your makeup class for Unit 10A, to keep or not to keep, the surname dilemma. So, at the end of this class, you should be able to do three things. One, talk about surnames and other issues and compromises surrounding marriage. Number two, you should be able to practice correcting mistakes. And number three, you'll learn 10 new high level verbs and other kinds of vocabulary. Great. Okay. So remember, when you have nothing to say, use this English. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I don't know. I haven't decided. I can't think of anything. Nothing comes to mind. And I'd rather not say moshi kotai shitakunai. Okay? So use this English. We have nothing to say. If you have questions, ask this. What does it mean? Do you imi desu ka? How do you say it in Japanese? Nihongo de nani uemasu ka? How do you say it in English? Eigo de wa nan desu ka? And then, could you say that again, please? Moikai yute kudasai. Okay, great. So here is our comic for today. First frame. Hello. Hi. What are you doing this weekend? Oh, hi, Mom. My friend I are going to a festival. So, you are going by yourself? No, with I. You? No, me and I. Yes, you. No. Mom, just a moment. Can you come here, please? Hi, nice to meet you. I am I. Oh, so you and I are going to a festival. Yes, Mom, I are going to a festival. Okay, good, good. Okay, good. Now, the next thing we have to practice is this correcting mistakes. There is one mistake in each sentence. For example, down here, the person says, I am looking forward to the first game at Sapporo Dome. They're Fighters fans. And he says, yeah, me too, but it's not Sapporo Dome, it's at Escon Field. Okay. So, for example, I love Setsubun. We throw soybeans at a person dressed as a demon on February 10th. Well, actually, there's one mistake. It's not February 10th, it's February 3rd. It's February 3rd, and that should be a three. February 3rd. And I love takoyaki. It is Japanese food made with a batter mixed with squid. It is fried into balls and topped with the sauce. Well, takoyaki is not made with squid, it's made with octopus. So, what you have to do is to change these mistakes. In Japan, we can enjoy cherry blossoms in the summer. Number two, Momotaro fought the demons with the help of a dog, a fox, and a pheasant. Number three, Hayao Miyazaki's movie Mononoke Hime tells the story of a young girl whose parents are turned into pigs and she must go to work in a hotel of ghosts and spirits. Number four, Niigata hosted the Olympics in 1998. Number five, if you fold 100 origami cranes, you can have a wish granted. So, your first assignment is this: correct the mistakes. Okay, write your answers on a paper. Take a photo of the paper and the photo to me. Send a photo and send the photo to me at line, or make a voice or video file of your answer and send the file to me at line. Okay, take a photo and send. It should be send the photo, yeah, and send the photo to me at line. Okay, so either is okay. Take a picture of your answers, send the picture to me at line, or make a voice file. Okay, make a voice file and send the file to me at line. You do not have to show your face. Okay, good luck with that. Okay, next, here is the passage you're going to read. Now, before I teach you the passage, there's some words I want you to teach. I want to teach you. Polls, okay? This is a poll, kind of like an enquete, okay? The question is this: do you want to keep your surname? These people said yes. These people said no. These people said I don't know. This is a poll. Spouse. A spouse is your husband or your wife. Ensure means to guarantee that you can keep something. So some people say, Some people say keeping both surnames means will always be corrected. You have John Smith, Patty Johnson, and so the baby's name is Tommy Smith Johnson. That means the baby, it ensures the baby is connected to both parents. Lawmakers, politicians, people who work in politics. Revision means to change. For example, the law was couples that marry must use the husband's surname. They changed must into may, and they added a line, but may keep their own surname. That's a revision. And then finally, this is the Supreme Court. That's Japan's biggest Saibankan. Okay, so those are some new words you need to know. You also need to know these verbs: allow. Okay, America allows guns. It's okay to have guns in America. Japan does not allow guns. Claim. Now, 気をつけてください. Claim wa, choto wa se ego. Claim wa Nihon de wa fuman. Claim wa fuman janai, ego de. Claim means nanka joho dasu. Honto ni so omoimasu. Tatoeba, this person says, I think. Think wa claim. I think having different family names hurts all families. Okay? Some Japanese politicians claim having different names, Sato, Tanaka, hurts families. Other people claim, no, it does not hurt family. Claim your idea that you share. Continue means to keep doing something. Okay, in the 1990s, people kept the same surname. In the early 2000s, people kept the same surname. In the 2010s, people continue to keep the same surname. And in the 2020s, people continued to keep the same surname, but it's changing. Finally, contribute. To contribute means to help or to support. She's washing the dishes. He says, "Here, let me help. I'll dry." He's contributing. Damage. Okay, damage. Meishidoshi. Okay, the typhoon can damage the city, or the damage was very big. So damage can be a meishi or a doshi. Demand. Demand is shinasai no koto. The police officer here says, you must drive slowly. Onagai janai, you must. Shinakele manale koto. He demands that you drive slowly. Okay, include. Include means isho ni shimasho. Please join us. They want to include him. Preserve. Preserve means to keep or protect. When you make skimono, you are preserving vegetables or fruit or other things. Also, preserve means to protect. He is preserving the flower against the sun. Excuse me. Share. Share means to give some of what you have to someone else. He has one cookie. He's sharing the cookie with her. And then finally, support. Support means to help someone. Okay. You can physically support someone by carrying them, or you can support with money, time, cheering people on. These are the verbs you need to know for this unit. Okay. Now, before I read this passage, let me use this animated version. So please read and please listen. Marriage is about two people sharing a life. That includes contributing to household duties, sharing children's responsibilities, and having the same surname. Or does it? Japanese law demands that married couples have the same last name, and that means that about 95% choose the man's surname. But there is a growing debate as to whether this tradition should continue. Polls suggest that most Japanese people support the right of people to choose whether or not to keep their surnames or take their spouses. Reasons for wanting to keep one's surname include preserving one's identity and ensuring equal rights and access to children in the case of divorce. Despite support for changing the law, some lawmakers themselves are opposed to any revision. Conservative politicians claim that allowing family members to have different names will damage family unity and cause confusion. The issue made its way to the Supreme Court of Japan. Should people have the option to choose and keep their surname after getting married? In 2021, all but 4 of the 15 judges who sit on the court sided with the traditional view that it is best that each family has one surname. Not surprisingly, the majority of the court's judges are men. So, what you need to do now, assignment, okay, you have to answer true or false for the following questions, okay? Write your answers on paper, take a photo of the paper, send the photo to me at line, or make a voice or video file of your answers and send the file to me at line. So, number one, in marriage, 2 people must help each other with housework, true or false? Number one. Number two, Japanese law requires that married couples have the same last name, true or false? Number three, most Japanese people think families should have the same surname. True or false? Number four, some Japanese lawmakers think spouses using different surnames hurts families. True or false? Here are some illustrated questions. Number one, in marriage, 2 people must help each other with the housework. Number two, Japanese law requires that couples have the same last name. Number three, most Japanese people think families should have the same surname. True or false? And then number four, some Japanese lawmakers think spouses using different surnames hurts families. Is that true or false? Okay, I'll stop the video. Write your answers. Okay, here are the answers. Okay, so that's false. Very good. Most people think number one, in marriage, 2 people must help each other with housework. That's true. Number two, true. Japanese law requires that couples have the same surname. Okay. Um, most number three, most Japanese people think families should have the same surname. That's false. Number four, Japanese lawmakers think spouses using different surnames hurts families. That's true. Answers okay. Look here. True, true, false, true. Send me your line. Send me your answers at line. Okay, next one, multiple choice. Number one, what are some of the responsibilities that married couples must share? Couples must teach children about the dangers of divorce. B, couples must share housework and taking care of children. C, couples must respect Japanese tradition. Which one is it, A, B, or C? Number two, what is one reason that people want to have freedom to choose surnames? A, people want to obey the law. B, people want to make sure they have equal rights. C, people want to follow tradition. And then number three, what did the Supreme Court of Japan decide in regard to surnames? A, most of the judges believe that children are hurt in divorce. B, most of the judges believe that Japanese traditions are important. C, most of the judges believe that each family should have the same surnames. Okay, same thing. Here's an assignment. Write your answers or make a file, send to me at line. Okay, here are the animated versions. Okay, what are some of the responsibilities that married couples must share? What is one reason that people want to have the freedom to choose surnames? What did the Supreme Court of Japan decide in regards to surnames? A, B, or C? Okay, I'll stop the video for 5 seconds, or I'll give you 5 seconds. Stop the video and please write your answers. Okay, here are the answers. Okay, number one. Okay, what are some of the responsibilities that married couples must share? Couples B must share housework and taking care of children. Number two, what is one reason that people want to have the freedom to choose surnames? Again, the answer is B. People want to make sure they have equal rights. And number three, what did the Supreme Court of Japan decide in regards to surname? Answer is C. Most of the judges believe that each family should have the same surname. Okay, your answers should be B, B, and C. Send your answers to me at line. Photo is okay, or voice file is okay, video is okay. Okay, next, you have to put these verbs allow, claim, continue, contribute, damage, demand, include, preserve, share, support. Okay, you have to put these in these spaces. Number one, the salt air from the ocean can your car by causing it to rust. Number two, many people will to wear masks even though the coronavirus appears to be fading. Number three, the price of most travel packages will the cost of meals. Number four, sometimes children do not want to their toys with other children. Number five, Japan does not generally people to have a gun. Number six, on a team, everyone is expected to something to the project. Number seven, some experts that Japan needs to increase its military strength. Number eight, during the winter, icy roads that people drive carefully. Number nine, one purpose of the United Nations is to native cultures. And number 10, most people, the right to own property. Two answers are okay. So here are the animated. So write your answers on paper. Again, photos are okay. Videos or voice files are okay. Send to me at line. Here are the animated versions. Okay, number one, the salt air from your ocean can your car by causing it to rust. Number two, many people will masks even though the coronavirus appears to be fading. Number three, the price of most travel packages will the cost of meals. Number four, sometimes children do not want to their toys with other children. Number five, Japan does not generally to have a gun. Okay. Number six, on a team, everyone is expected to something to a project. Number seven, some experts that Japan needs to increase its military strength. Number eight, during the winter, icy roads that people drive carefully. Okay. And then number nine, one purpose of the United Nations is to native cultures. Number 10, most people, the right to own property. Okay. Two answers are okay. Good. Okay. I'll give you 5 seconds. Stop the video. Write your answers. Okay. Here are the answers. Number one is damage. Number two is continue. Number three is include. Number four is share. Number five is allow. Number six is contribute. Number seven is claim. Number eight is demand. Number nine is preserve. Number 10 is support. Okay, good. Here are your answers here. Send your answers to me at line. Photo, video file, or voice file. All are okay. Thank you. Okay, last thing, putting it all together. You must choose one person to marry and then decide whether to keep your surname or take your spouse's surname. Let's start first with Mr. Jack Smith. Hi, I'm Jack Smith. I'm the president of a large virtual reality company that employs 5,000 people in a number of countries. This company has been in our family for 3 generations. For the sake of tradition, I need you to change your last name to Smith. And then next one, Sonia Sullivan. Okay. So this is Miss Sonia Sullivan. She says, hello, my name is Sonia Sullivan. I am from Ireland and I am the last of the Sullivan clan. Now, clan means family. Okay. There are many Sullivans, but there are only each Sullivan has a unique family, like Sato in Japan. There are many, many, many Satos, but there are different kinds of Sato families. Okay. If you do not take Sullivan as your last name, there will be no more Sullivans and our clan will die out. It is my dream that our children carry on the Sullivan name. So, who do you marry? Okay. So, few points to consider. Mark says, I think you should take your spouse's name. It's just a name. Okay. Now, Mary says, if you really love your spouse, you will do anything for them. Okay. Now, Sam says, I don't know. What happens if you get divorced? And then Kelly says, and then Kelly over here, Kelly says, how about using a hyphenated name like Johnson Smith? This is a hyphen right here. If you have Sato hyphen Tanaka or Nakamura Smith. You could do that too. Okay. So what would you do? Okay. So your assignment, you have to do the following points. Number one, choose a spouse and decide if you will accept that person's surname or if you will not accept it and use some other option. For example, you keep your name or you take your spouse's name or you use a hyphenated name. Number two, why? Explain your decision. And then finally, choose two people from Mark, Mary, Sam, and Kelly and respond to their ideas. Okay, so for example, I would marry Sonia Sullivan and use a hyphenated name, 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 because it is important for both of our last names to continue. I agree I agree with Mary, you should do anything for your spouse, but there must be compromise. I would say to Sam that I will worry about divorce only if it happens. Okay, so you have to do that. Please make your voice file or video file or write your answers and send the photo to me at line. Okay, great. Okay, thank you very much. This is the end of the video. Please do your assignments, send them to me at line. See you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.